So this time, we're diving into something way messier than a Saturday night close. Relationships. That's right. Love, dating, exes, situationships, people who say they're emotionally unavailable but still order espresso martinis. All of it. Now look, I'm not saying I'm an expert, but I am saying I've watched enough couples break up at my bar to qualify for at least an honorary psychology degree. I've seen true love, bad decisions, and at least one proposal that ended in a Venmo request. So grab your favorite emotional support cocktail, text your therapist, and let's unpack why dating in the service industry feels like taking a shot of Malort and hoping for the best. This is Who the Fuck Closed Last Night.
Dude, let's get in it. Let's,
right.
yeah.
So, officially, welcome in.
We're here. We're back. Yeah.
What are we listening to right now, Chad?
What are we listening to?
I was trying to tee you up to say you're listening to Who the Fuck Closed Last Night.
Try that again.
No, you fucked it up, man.
Do it again.
No, I'm not. Right. You want to try it again?
Yeah, I want to try it again.
What are we listening to right now, Chad?
We're listening to Who the Fuck Closed Last Night.
We're listening to it. You're listening to it.
Your mom's listening to it.
Yeah.
Your dad's listening to it.
I just want to prepare you. It's a full episode of us getting ready to do an episode.
We're not going to talk about anything.
It's all pre-show.
Just pre-show. Just, just getting adjusted.
Familiarize yourself.
Just getting adjusted.
With your lovely hosts.
Exactly.
I'm Jacob.
I'm Chad.
AKA Big Red, AKA Drinks on Big Red on Instagram.
Ooh.
Go ahead and follow.
Yeah.
Start asking for follows.
Absolutely. Do it. Please follow Drinks on Big Red.
Yeah.
That's our boy. It's a sweet, sweet, sexy Instagram. Thirst traps every day.
Other people have talked about this for sure. Following, weird term.
It is a
weird term to use.
It comes across as like almost cultish,
or the stalky,
or right.
It's like, will you follow me?
Will you follow me home?
Yeah, will you follow me to? I mean, I guess for most people, it's will you follow all of my meals? And anytime a friend of mine has a birthday.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Would you remind? Yeah.
Will you watch that and like it so I can monetize it? So I can be an influencer?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I can quit my job at the restaurant?
That'd be great. That'd be cool.
That's kind of what we're asking.
That is actually kind of.
That's what a lot of people are asking.
That's fine, man. That's fine. It's the relationships we're trying to build. Which is today's topic.
We're talking about relationships, man.
Talking about relationships.
It's a huge... I want to do a disclaimer.
Yeah.
That there's absolutely no way that me and Chad can cover how interesting this topic is and how in-depth we can go. Mm-hmm. And I'll start it with an ask as well. If this is your thing, if you're some sort of a relationship industry person, whether you are some sort of a ex-bartender, ex-line cook that does like relationship counseling or anything that we could possibly relate it to, we would love to talk to you, because I would say, I'll speak for both of us, I don't think that we're relationship experts whatsoever.
No, actually, like statistically, I'm an ofer, an
ofer, a lifer and an ofer.
Lifer and ofer. Like it's none of them have worked out. Because it's a difficult industry to have a relationship.
Yeah. And I have a good friend who I got in the industry somewhat recently at a restaurant I was working at. And of course, you can't prepare a friend or a colleague or someone who's both for the pressure and the availability of dating potentials that you have in your life. And so I'll kind of start off. This was my general explanation that I gave to this friend. Because, I mean, especially for front of house, obviously we have all seen a lot of the server back of house dynamic situation as well, which I think
It's interesting every time.
I just haven't been in that situation myself. I'm sure there's some crazy stories out there, but with how social our industry is, you're kind of, I would imagine this is kind of a thing in acting as well. You're putting your best social foot forward. You're caffeinated, you're smiling, you're in your very like extroverted field of social performance. And so you're going to be like doing that. And I said to this friend, I was like, yeah, like flirting at a restaurant certainly happens in my experience. It's more of like a good tool to keep you in a good mood. Yeah. So if you're somewhat attracted to a coworker and you're flirting, when me and Chad were working together, I'm sure we flirted a bunch.
We flirted all the time with each other.
Yeah, it's just, it keeps the energy up.
It does.
So that when someone comes in, you can extract tip money from them.
Yeah, you get really good. You get really good at that initial contact flirtation when you, like, everybody knows that. Well, most people know that feeling of like you make eye contact with somebody, you have that initial conversation, there's like a little bit of attraction. You learn how to utilize that.
Yeah, you learn how to smile after you make eye contact with someone.
Oh, yeah.
So that they think that smile comes from you.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. You ever thought about that one?
I have not.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I think that was a sales technique I learned door to door, actually. Anyways.
Yeah.
It's called the, it's not flashing smile. It's the thing where clowns look creepy because they're already smiling when you look at them.
Oh, yeah, you've mentioned
But when the
this,
smile comes, I think it's the growing, I feel terrible for not having this term ready out the gate right here, right now. When the smile comes from you making the contact, your brain like initially tells you that smile is happening because you're being seen.
Right.
It's like when you genuinely care about someone and that smile actually comes, that is an actual term.
Yeah.
Or an actual function of social dynamics, is that, oh, my friend just literally smiled because they saw me, because you are genuinely happy.
Right.
If you want to micro-socially manipulate people, you can use that as a way to get someone in a good mood. It's an icebreaker, it's not,
Sure.
I don't want to say socially manipulate. That's probably a deeper, darker series of techniques than just smiling at the right time.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, like, not to get too off track, but I feel like we do sales within the service industry, but it's a much more genuine, honest sale, even when it's not.
Well, they came there. They came to you.
They came to you, and they want to have a good time. So you might flash a smile at somebody's joke that's terrible, or like act like that you're enjoying a chew.
That was fake.
That was fake.
There's no way that was a real sneeze, bro.
There, but like you might like have a table that you're absolutely talking shit about in the back of house, but you're still going to flash that smile to let them know that they're welcome, that it's okay. Because you know why? Many times you're actually enjoying the experience with your guests, but sometimes you are just trying to get through that table and just get their money. And
you're faking it a little bit, doing what you got to do.
Yeah. That's okay. But all that to say, you become real good at flirting.
That's huge. It's huge. That's huge. And me and Chad can really only speak on the, I mean, we're both straight people, so I can only speak on the dynamics of the heterosexual world.
Sure.
Not assuming that flirting and dating is different for other people, but if it is, I don't have enough experience to speak with any sort of point of reference for that.
Sure.
But yeah, to go back to that friend I was talking to, because he was up and down. He's like, does this girl like me? She not like me? I was like, dude, she probably does like you. But But she's also putting on a show at work, and Flirting with You is helping that show so we can get the tips that we, in that case, were sharing. So I was like, you have to be aware of what's the meaning of this, and they did end up having a really difficult emotional back and forth between them, which is probably what has occurred with both of us. You said you're an over?
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah.
I would say also that technically speaking, I'm an over as a currently single individual. And
right.
Some of the more impactful relationships that I've had in my life have come from the result of people that I met in context of the service industry. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think my longest term girlfriend, I met her, she was applying at one restaurant. And then I approached her and I was like, you should work at my restaurant. And because my roommate it was a Subway. She was applying at the Subway. She had just moved into the town. I was like, oh, I work at the Olive Garden and I make more money than this guy. I hope that's not exactly how my game worked. I mean, the girl was looking for a job at this point, and she ended up working there, and we ended up dating for like 5+ years.
That's a good run.
It was a solid run.
Yeah.
Sweet woman. You knew her. Mm-hmm. But Ofer did not, that is not working out now. Not that now that we're here to say that dating in restaurants doesn't work out. I've met plenty of people who are literally like married.
Yeah.
To the company I work for right now is a couple that I am certain met at a restaurant they worked at. They have a whole restaurant. They have 4 restaurants they own together now and a kid, and they're super happy, I hope.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it can definitely, it absolutely can work out. I think that there's just, in any industry, it's very common for people to start dating who are working with each other. There are just certain caveats within our industry that do make it more difficult than other industries. I
feel more common as well.
Yeah.
I'd say out the gate, big thing, scheduling.
Scheduling is that's huge. Because if you're in other industries, even if you're dating somebody outside of your job, that person is likely to have a similar schedule to you.
Yeah. I mean, I know my parents always they were waking up in the morning. I know they were leaving for work between like 5 and 7 a.m., something like that.
Right.
And coming home in the afternoon. Mm-hmm. One of them came home early, but they were both working during the day and they were off during the day. And that is still the case with them to this day. They're still happily married. And clearly that works. I think they were in high school when they met, so I don't know. That probably guided how they decided what jobs they were getting and stuff.
Sure, but at least having the same schedule, like you said,
to some degree,
you're going to sleep together at about the same time. You're waking up at the same time. Your days off are mostly aligned. Sure, there's it's
probably the more important part.
That's
right. A lot of people Monday through Wednesday is the big first part of the week work days. Mm-hmm. A lot of service industry people. Friday and Saturday, the night, a lot of 9-to-5ers, if you will. Right. We've talked a little about that in the past. Those are the nights people go out usually. It's Friday and Saturday night. Yeah. And since you're in the service industry, those are the nights you're definitely working.
Definitely working. Absolutely.
As a general rule. Obviously, there's brunch people, there's baristas.
Sure.
I'm giving baristas a pass. I'm not giving brunch people, fuck brunch.
Dude, fucking eggs.
I hate brunch.
So much.
Almost as much, like working brunch, I'd say. I'll eat some brunch. I'll do it at 2 p.m. personally.
Yeah.
I hate brunch almost as much as I hate Chick-fil-A.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. Fuck Chick-fil-A always, but
also fuck brunch.
Also fuck brunch. Because, it's eggs is like the martini drinker. It's like you think you know how you want your eggs, but you describe it one way, it comes out that way, and then all of a sudden you're displeased because you actually wanted it this other way because you didn't understand the term. Fucking just eat the eggs.
Yeah. Poached is also not an option. Usually.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
No.
Well, it's not as approachable. It's not like getting them scrambled, dude.
No.
It's a whole separate. You gotta stir the water. You gotta handle them differently.
Yeah.
It's not just on the menu like over medium is.
Exactly.
It's just not just an additional.
Right.
They're putting poached on something that's great. It's probably a great brunch spot.
It's probably a good spot. Yeah. Yeah. And we have a lot of great brunch spots in Denver.
In Denver, actually. If me and Chad can ever wake up on time, we could probably interview.
We could probably, but that's a part of the problem.
I'm sorry. I brought you into that.
I'm
the one that can't wake up.
No, you're But no, man, it is. It's like, it's difficult because if you are dating somebody who's like, oh, like me and the friends are going out for brunch on Saturday. It's like, all right, either I just closed last night and I didn't get home till 3 a.m. And then it took me a while to unwind, so I didn't go to sleep till 5 o'clock in the morning. So either I'm going to wake up early for me, not drink because I have to work that Saturday night, and just be tired around your friends and not as social as I normally am, or I'm going to say, no, I can't make it. I'm going to be asleep. Yeah. That when you first start dating somebody outside of the industry, I think that's where to start. Dating outside of the industry. Have you dated people outside of the industry?
Dude, I don't think so. Not really. Not in a way that the scheduling would have mattered. I think I did. I mean, when I was I don't think high school and college really counts for the situation.
No.
Yeah. When I was in college, I had a girlfriend that worked at a movie theater. Mm-hmm. Those hours were kind of similar too.
Sure. Yeah.
We were in the marching band together, so our marching band schedule took over a lot more. But we were kind of doing that together all the time.
Right.
There was some other thing.
Yeah.
That just kind of keeping us rolling.
Yeah, man. I've dated.
You've had a little more time. You've had a little more time to have dating stories than I have as well.
That's true. I am older.
You are literally. That's just a fact.
It's just a fact of it. It's just a fact of it. I have dated people outside of the industry, and it's a constant struggle. It's also like you're also when you're dating somebody outside of the industry, if they have like a normal 9 to 5. They're also aware that part of your job is being sociable and being flirtatious with certain guests.
Oh yeah.
Not that it's like it's required, but like if there's insecurities there within the relationship, look, man, I'm gonna flirt with if you're a 60-year-old woman and you sit down and you and your girlfriends are like trying to be flirty with me, I'm gonna be flirty back. I know you enjoy that.
I was about to say, as far as that conversation goes, we will be meeting up when I get off.
Yeah. What, with the 60-year-old?
Oh, yeah. Because they'll probably actually be asleep. But as far as like how far I'm going to take the flirting, I'm going to say every nice thing I can as we keep so I can get another glass of wine in you and your girls.
Man. Yeah.
As you should want out of your even remotely attractive male bartenders.
Sure.
If you're out with the ladies.
Yeah. I'm going to play the game a little bit. Like, look, it's totally fine. But if you're in a relationship where there's insecurities about that can become an issue.
Totally.
Scheduling,
we went to that one bar the other night.
Yeah.
Where we're trying to get an interview, and that guy's like almost 60, and he was like, we can't have any video of what's going on. I'm happily married.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel like your wife probably gets it.
I think
this guy's been working at this bar for 30 years.
30 years. Yeah, he's a 60-year-old man.
I think his wife understands.
I think she knows. And frankly, doesn't care. Yeah, totally, dude.
Hey, you probably met her there.
Probably.
I had to guess.
Probably did. Absolutely. Exactly. But, when you're trying to, like, it's just, it can be very difficult. But even dating people within the industry, working at different spots.
See, now we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. All right. Okay. Because that's kind of the answer.
Down.
No, let me go back. I'm going to pull you back a little bit.
Yeah.
So I was talking about the reasons you might find yourself attracted to your coworkers.
Oh. which is so
But you're
common.
in this super social environment.
Yeah.
You're really having to work really close to everyone around you. Ideally, if you're a full timer, it's just, 4 or 5 days a week easy.
Right.
If you're a part timer, this is like a very social takeaway. I've worked with plenty of people who they literally just hold on to a 1 day a week serving job because it's a nice social time as opposed to going out because they have a very structured life. Otherwise, they're like, no, this is nice. I get to meet new people. I get to talk to my coworkers who are all fun individuals. There's just sort of there's a little bit of a prerequisite of extroversion, even if you are a bit of an introvert. Sometimes, like you have some sort of extroverted part of your personality that you leverage when you go work at the restaurant. I mean, that's you're bubbly. You're talking, you're expressing, doing the specials, whatever it may be.
Totally.
So that's just part of it. It's a very social environment. You could equate it to club atmospheres or any sort of social setting. That's what a restaurant is, and you're helping cultivate that vibe. So, Of course, that is something you're experiencing just as a base rule. You're around, you're socializing with people, you're talking, laughing. If you work at a wet bar, like a place that allows the employees to drink, you're having some drinks with each other.
Right.
You're sharing food together. All these really basic socializing prerequisites, they're just there at your workplace.
Yeah, just happening every day.
You're not in a cubicle. You're not working from home where the only interaction is a phone call or a Zoom call. It's just you're smelling these people. You're brushing up against them physically in tight little server corners or anything. You're like physically feeling these people all the time. There's so many things that are creating exposure. And if you're somewhat attracted to this person or definitely attracted to this person and you both happen to be single, it's a recipe for getting together.
Like, obviously. Yeah, absolutely. Of course. Yeah. And it's and I think that's, I think that's why it is like so common for hookups to happen, and it happens. That's why and there's people sometimes describe the service industry as incestuous when it comes to
the restaurant I'm at. I'm trying more so to keep it. For some reason, I feel like I don't need to say the name of it. I don't know. The other restaurant, I said the name of it and then it closed. I'm a little superstitious. There's like 3 or 4 couples or pairings of individuals that I've already heard of hooking up.
Which is, you guys have been open for what, like a month?
Like 2 months, dude. Okay. And we had a particularly short opening training thing. It was like 2.5 weeks.
Right.
I'm not knocking those people.
No, dude.
Good for them.
Absolutely, man.
I mean, one of the couples even had some drama.
Already?
It was the guy's fault, in my opinion. I'm not picking sides.
Sure.
He was being a little whatever. I think they're in a good place now.
Okay.
But it's like that. It's like being on like a television show sometimes.
Oh, it is.
Where there's drama, there's ins and outs, and that's the phrase that I think is most appropriate. That if you're in the industry, you've totally heard it. Someone's probably said it to you. People say, "Don't shit where you eat."
Yeah.
And in my more promiscuous times, I would say, I'm not going to shit where I eat, but I'm going to fuck where I work.
Yeah, man. I mean, yeah.
I get what people mean,
Yeah.
Because you said you're a no-fer.
Well,
I'm technically it has not worked out. So it's like I have a lot more trepidation about the potentiality of dating a coworker to any capacity, whether we're talking about hooking up after a night of Fernet shots or whatever, a little employee outing, a lot of holiday parties that happen in February after the holidays are over. You get really fucked up with everyone. And then, I mean, that's legitimately what it is. There's just this intense social environment. And this conversation already probably seems super obvious to anyone that's spent any time in restaurants.
Sure. But it is like, that is something, I mean, actually, so that's actually something similar when you mentioned TV shows. there's a major similarity with the service industry and the film industry when it comes to this, because when you're on set, just like anywhere that you work, like you're working at a restaurant and you're working like 12-hour shifts and you're around the same people. We were talking about like the social aspect on a set. Sometimes you'll be on the same show or movie for 2 weeks, a month, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, whatever. And you're surrounded by those group of people in a very social environment where sometimes, whether it's the crew people, whatever, you're working very closely in hand. So there's a saying in the film industry that who needs Tinder when you have a call sheet? All the numbers are right there.
Oh,
and,
definitely.
Yeah. And so there's so much like hooking up that happens, but it's so rare. And I think that this is the correlation. So much hooking up that happens, so much infidelity that happens. I'll be real with you, dude. Which also happens in our industry as well. But the amount of successful relationships out of those hookups, I feel in our industry is lower than other industries.
Okay.
And I might be wrong on that.
Yeah, but that's what you feel like you've seen.
That's what I feel like I've seen, because it's also the thing of like, when you're, as opposed to even if you're working like a cubicle environment, okay, cool, you guys like hooked up after the Christmas party or like at a happy hour or whatever, and then it became a relationship. Well, cool, you guys go to the work at the same place, but then you only see each other at like a lunch break.
Yeah, if you have different roles, especially if you're in a slightly different department or something like that,
you're not like,
you basically don't even have the same job.
Exactly.
It's not like making the same drink tickets together.
Exactly.
Every moment for 8 hours.
Yeah. So if you're in a, like, let's say you're living together and you're seeing each other at home every single day, and then you go to work and you're still seeing each other hours and hours, like in a healthy relationship, you need individuality, and you need your time. Excuse me. You need your time apart from each other. And it's hard to get that if you're working at the same restaurant.
So I guess I'll ask you the question. Do you think, well, I'd say the obvious thing is in the world of hookup culture, we should all be communicating more. It should be more like, hey, I don't want to date you romantically. I want to hook up with you.
Oh,
right.
100%.
So let's get that out of the way.
Yeah.
Of course, you should be communicating with anyone you get intimate with, emotionally or physically, more than we are as a society.
Yeah, absolutely. Dude.
But that being said, do you think that that's like, as long as everyone is communicating properly, that's the better route?
Oh, totally. I think that's way better.
You should just be fucking your coworkers,
but just
sometimes
be honest about it.
And being honest, you start dating them.
Yeah, exactly.
You should find another.
Well,
job.
that's the problem. Is it's like the other part of the dating. If you're like, if you're being open and honest, and you're like, oh, this is just a hookup, whatever. You're in that point of your life. But if you start a relationship, you're also in the same restaurant that you're working at. You're also running the risk of any drama you have.
It's relationship drama.
Yeah,
and I had that, and at a place in which you were around for the whole thing.
I was.
I created a lot of drama, I think, in the workplace because I was being a little baby. And but out the gate, I think I had initially just hooked up with a coworker, and that played out fine.
Yeah.
Then I eventually was dating this coworker, and I at the time, I would probably be better at it now, but at the time I did not know the separation.
Oh, sure.
That would be my message to the men out there, to get a better hold on your own emotional well-being and emotional reactivity. I didn't have that at the time of all my relationships thus far, because they haven't worked out. Yeah. But it's like, there's that tendency, and I've seen it with other people. That friend I was mentioning, like it was getting in the way of shifts, right? It's like, oh, she said this or he said this. It's like, you guys, should talk about this at home
I
because
don't leave this
I'm
here.
really worried about like Manhattan tickets right now.
Exactly.
Like there's not a lot of room
Right.
in drink tickets world
For me to have this
for us to
conversation,
care about who said what to who.
I could care less.
And we're all human though, right?
We are,
And
yeah.
we just have to be better.
Totally.
But
I think the healthiest time at Postino when I was managing at the Broadway location, because I purposely, as a manager, tried to stay out of people's business outside of work for the most part. You know, like if you came to me with like a,
it did get thrusted upon you.
Sometimes it got thrusted
The particular
upon me.
crew that I was in at the time was very. It was drama driven.
It was.
I think we made a lot of money because we
Yeah.
were so aggressive.
Oh, so aggressive.
aggressively like drama
Yeah,
driven.
but I remember at one point when everything was going smooth and everything, I remember one point mentioning somebody. I was like, "Man, unlike other restaurants I've worked at, not a lot of people are like hooking up and stuff like that." And they were like, "Oh, Chad, we just haven't told you." Like,
There was a point in time where I'm pretty sure everyone was either hooking up with each other or someone that had worked there.
Oh, sure.
Or a regular. Like there was everyone was paired up with someone.
Totally.
In one regard or another, in some
no idea.
fashion.
And it all came down crashing in so many different ways. But that's actually mentioning regulars. So I think that there's a danger there. Like, if you're being honest, and frankly, like I feel like anybody getting into a serious relationship, I don't care who you are, if it's going to be serious, seek relationship counseling, man. Like,
I talked to a friend about that the other day. I was like,
it's
dude,
so important, man.
one, I think this applies to people love the term situationship. Mm-hmm. This is my stance on looking at everyone out there specifically.
Yeah.
That doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Situationship.
What are you talking about?
Listen, if you guys are like sleeping in the same room any number of nights a week, if you're going to meals together on purpose, and you're like doing other activities, I'm talking about walks.
Yeah.
And you're texting most days, phone calls, and if you're fucking, like this is different. A few times in, it's something, right? Like
Totally.
there's this one-off experiences that people have in life. You never talk about it again. Mm-hmm. It was just two adults making a decision one night. That's not a relationship. That's a hookup.
Totally.
You guys are dating.
Yeah. Straight up.
I had a friend who said, well, this girl said she doesn't want anything serious. I was like, well, it's not serious. You guys you're dating, and it's just not that serious.
Right. Like, yeah, you're just both willing to pull the ripcord at any point.
Yeah. And I was like, wouldn't you want to date her? I was like, I feel like I'm dating her. Like, okay, all right, what do we do? What are you guys doing? The labels thing.
Dude.
Oh, man. I mean, that seems like a whole other topic.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I think that the threshold for what a lot of people call dating is a lot lower than what society as a whole calls dating.
Oh, yeah, especially in current society.
Because it also equals, because dating for some reason means there has to be a breakup.
Yeah.
And a breakup has to be a big thing in our minds. I don't know.
Maybe
I have no idea what the
Maybe
fuck I'm
there's
talking
different-
about.
I don't know, dude. I know what you mean.
But yeah, it's like, you
Exactly.
two are hooking up and going out, like, and you're pretty exclusive, probably.
Right.
As it usually is when you first are attracted to someone, because you probably wouldn't be sleeping with someone that you're not.
Attracted to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you shouldn't be.
What? Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're sleeping with somebody that you're not attracted to, stop.
Yeah, do yourself both a favor.
Yeah, I agree. I think that is like something that I think that is a modern culture thing of like these like acting like it's casual when it's getting more serious. And
Serious is so many things. What is serious?
Exactly.
For some people, serious is, well, now I don't fuck 4 people at once on different nights of the week.
pretty
because
serious.
those people are hot and get to live that. I don't live that life.
I don't live that
I'm not. I've had people think that I do that because I guess I'm just really extroverted. I'm like, no, dude.
Yeah.
I love sleeping in my own bed.
Oh yeah,
I
absolutely.
hate falling asleep with another person, no matter what. It's just how I am.
Man, well,
I think I've cock blocked myself because I'm like, I really want to sleep.
I just want to. I want to
really
go to
just wanna
sleep
go
by
to my own
myself.
bed.
Well, that's the thing. You get good at, man. You get good at these these interaction stuff, even like with coworkers, but then you become very good at hooking up, and I feel like it becomes harder to engage in a full-fledged relationship sometimes. I think it's a mental, I mean, and maybe I'm speaking just personally where it is, I get stage fright. I get
like emotionally, you mean?
Emotional stage fright.
I mean, I'd say the dive bartender.
Yeah.
Especially, you
man, like
you're finding you're hot. You're the one getting drinks for people.
Exactly.
You get to dress however you want. You really could look the part.
Totally. And then there's a point where it's like I could like either you're going to realize that I'm not as cool or attractive as you thought I was, or vice versa. I'm going to find some shit out about you that's just going to make me not want to continue this. So why go through the juggling of?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Because those dive bartenders out there. You're working on a Friday night. Maybe you're not the closer, so you're not getting off at 4. You're lined up perfectly for some random, girl, just guy or girl, a random person who's off on a Friday night. This is the one night a week they'll stay up that late,
right?
And they're going to catch you right after 2 a.m., 3 a.m., right at the part of the night where all you really have time for is to think each other's hot, hook up, go to bed, and go home the next day.
Yeah.
And your life definitely can become a series of those experiences, maybe some repeats, whatever, I don't know. There's that situation where now you're someone who you're great at catching someone at the right point of night, hooking up with them, and then that's your life. And I empower anyone that wants to experience that. Can be a really fun way to live at the right time in your life.
But it can be also extremely empty.
Yeah, because you're like, oh, shit. I would love to go on a second date with someone.
Yeah.
That would be super.
Right, exactly. Because, you're basically like using, and we should mention, like, obviously, making sure that the person that is approaching you and you are approaching is on a mental level where they are.
Oh, yeah.
Are capable of saying yes and no.
Drinking and consent is a huge thing.
Consent is a huge.
I think you and I have talked about that a lot. We're like, dude, I'm not actually going to pursue this situation at all. Like, we went and got drinks, and I'm not. I don't want to. I'm fortunate enough, and you're fortunate enough. We live in this world of a lot more emotional education as men, and I'm thankful to be surrounded by encountering a lot of men that are very aware of how shitty society has gone in the past and how much more aware of consent and communication and it seems weird once you know how important that is, how much of the world's history has been not rooted in communication and consent awareness and things of that nature. But that is the reality of the world that we're living in. A lot of people don't even want to like talk to a stranger until they're a few drinks in. I've been guilty of that.
Right.
So, and you just have to be super mindful. And I think separating these types of behaviors from things like drinking is super, super huge, right? That's underlying with what we're talking about as well.
Exactly. But you do, like you said, like as a bartender in those situations, you do have the opportunity to go home with somebody. Because many times you'll have somebody that's been flirting with you the entire night and is trying to purposely, like they more and more like, all right, I want this person to go home with me. And then it becomes difficult to, like you said, you're like, all right, you initially hook up, but then you're tired. You go to sleep. You wake up. And are you going to call that person again? Are they going to call you back? Are your schedules going to align? You start to do that original dance of like, well, that was fun. Oh, I actually work tomorrow night. You're going to work Monday and Tuesday night when I'm off. And then you get back in that dance of like, even if you really liked that person, if they're in a different industry, it's difficult to get on the same wavelength for a relationship. And then there's the emptiness of just sleeping with person after person after person good on you if you're still enjoying that. Personally, I did that in my 20s and found it so empty. It found it so empty, dude.
Yeah, anytime I've tried my hand at it, I hook up with a few people. I'm like, wow, fuck this.
It's like masturbating with somebody's body.
Yeah.
It's useless.
You just don't. I want to enjoy it more.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I want to enjoy random hookups more.
Yeah, on paper, it seems great.
Totally.
Yeah.
Well, there's the solution that comes into the service industry person's mind is, well, I know someone who's got my same schedule, is willing to be up at the same time of night, and we can easily sort out our dating life with off days. We can change our off days and stuff. And who is that? The hot coworker.
Hot coworker, exactly.
That also thinks I'm hot.
Yeah, man. Yeah, dude.
You know?
And then and sometimes that can work out, but as we discussed,
a lot of times it doesn't. I'm sure
it doesn't.
you know, I mean, apart from the experiences I've been in that have worked out at different levels, to now they haven't worked out whatsoever.
Sure.
Up to this point. But you see these people going through this thing. It's almost like feeling like an old man where you're like, oh man, you guys this is all going to fall apart. I'm seeing it.
I see it happening right now.
I see you two enjoying your lives and everything's going to
God, dude. Yeah, no, absolutely.
Don't do this to yourselves.
Please. I know, man. And
you guys are going to make my life harder at work.
Because of your drama, dude. I know, man. And I do think that, and granted, I was joking around about it being an ofer, which, is true. I can confidently say that the last 3-4 relationships I've had over the past 8 years, because I've been very selective in my old age.
Yeah.
I can proudly look at them and be like, oh, I wasn't a fucking idiot. I wasn't like a douchebag. I didn't do anything. Things didn't work out, but there's no hard feelings.
Yeah.
Which I think that is something to strive for.
Also weren't dating your coworkers either. For the most part. I guess in the few years I've known you, I haven't seen that happening.
That's true. I haven't been. I have been dating people in the same industry.
Which I think that's bound to happen. That's the key.
That's where it's at.
Because relationships don't work out a lot, right?
Yeah, a lot. That's just common.
You had been married in the past.
I had been.
And you guys co-parent an awesome kid
great
together.
Kid. And great mother. She's a great mother.
Yeah.
We won't go into...
Did you guys meet in the service industry, or was that separate?
That was separate, separate for sure. Yeah. I was selling women's shoes when I met her. I sold her some shoes, and then we dated for 3 months, and then we didn't talk for 4 years. And then I was working in the service industry and in acting, so it was the combination of two worlds that don't work well with normal people's lives. Mm-hmm. She was a hairdresser, which is... It's not a 9 to 5. No offense to any hairdressers. It's different hours than most people because you do have the weekend thing, but you are off before.
It's a daytime job.
It's a daytime job.
So you want to be a brunch bartender dating a hairdresser.
Exactly. That's the key. Yeah. Hairdressers and service industry, there can be some anyways.
But I think combination. Night bartenders, what was like tattoo artists maybe?
Tattoo artists maybe? I don't know, man.
These things were adjacent enough.
Yeah, like
a lot of those people in those industries also have worked in the service industry.
I'm not going to put our schedules as the reason that we divorced at all. There was a way more complicated, but it didn't help.
It didn't,
at all. At all. Between that and the acting and stuff, all that it didn't help. The relationships that I've had that have been the healthiest, which have been in my 30s into my 40s, have been ones with like people in the industry who don't work at the same place as I do.
Yeah. I mean, we've noticed it with doing this podcast. One thing that you can do in general and in the service industry is you can get the same days off every week.
Yeah.
Whatever. Usually not a Friday or Saturday.
Sure.
Actually, my current work schedule, I'm off on Fridays most of the time.
That's
kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I'm thinking maybe I could date someone that doesn't work in the industry.
Oh, shit,
You
bud.
know, hey, I'm off Fridays.
Find you an account.
Yeah, you know, someone with generational wealth that likes this.
Yeah, get that. Look at that.
That's off on Fridays.
Man.
This is your thing.
Yeah, come on. Yeah.
But yeah, for instance, for our podcast, we didn't really struggle as much as many people getting off a full day of a week. So we get off, we take Wednesdays right now.
Yeah.
In relationships that have been in the past, my longest term girlfriend, there was a period of time where she was working mornings. She was doing brunch. I was doing evenings. We were off, I think it was Wednesdays, actually. I think we picked the one day. I've got two friends. They're a couple. They're both bartenders. I think they do Tuesdays and Wednesdays. They just definitely are off those same days. They allot that. Yeah. Maybe that gives them the Monday night to hang out, all of Tuesday, all of Wednesday. I think they both work night times. So Wednesday night, they can really party all night if they want to.
Sure.
So they really get 3 nights a week where they can definitely do whatever. They could go on a small trip. There's very much so how 2 people working Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 jobs would do on the weekend.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of people out there. But those schedules, that just happens.
Yeah.
You just have to make it happen.
That's the thing.
It has to be a bit more intentional, and it's doable in our industry, but that would be how far in the relationship before 2 bartenders start taking the same day off work?
Right.
Right? Like, I mean,
yeah, man. Oh, I think
is
that's...
it when you move in together? Is it what's the milestone?
Man.
After you meet the parents, but before you move in, what's the...
Right, what's the milestone here? I think that, but like you said in a previous episode, where 9 to 5 is just it's a social concept. It's something that people think is a norm, but a lot of people do not live that life. And if you can find somebody to match your schedule that does hit that, we can be off Tuesday, Wednesdays together, Wednesdays, Thursdays together, whatever it is, and find a way to make that work. That's a fucking beautiful thing. Now, where that lies as far as when that happens, we'll leave that to the relationship counselors. I don't fucking know, dude.
We got to find one to talk about.
I really want to talk to one. Man, I do want to ask you.
Talk to me.
Thoughts on hooking up with regulars?
Ooh, with regulars.
With regulars.
Not like some random person who leaves you their number.
Like somebody.
Because that's just a thing you get to experience.
Yeah.
Is sometimes in life when you're working the service industry.
Somebody going to drop you.
Someone drops your number. Ooh. You get to hit them up. Maybe. You guys get to have one or more hookups. Mm-hmm. Maybe some dates. Maybe you marry them. Probably not.
Probably not.
Clean cut. That's the ideal scenario.
It is. Yeah. Yeah.
Hooking up with a regular. Yeah. I think that depends on the space you're in, man.
It's a treacherous. I think that could be a treacherous ground.
I think it's super worth noting that the hookup drama and stuff, at least as bartenders, there's a huge difference with restaurants and say dive bars, neighborhood bars that are open till 2, drinking holes versus restaurants.
Yeah.
That I feel like I'd say it's okay at the dive bar.
Sure.
Because the amount of transaction and money that you're making off that person can be worth the risk. You should talk to your coworkers. All right. You got a solid regular who's really bringing in, helping their rent get paid for all the bartenders.
Yeah.
If you're working solo shifts and maybe they just don't come in on your Thursday nights or whatever, that's fine. That's up to you.
Right.
Maybe consult your homies.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you don't want to send that one. Regulars are how we consistently make money, man.
It's important. Yeah. But I think in that scenario, now I work at this restaurant. You work at a restaurant. You got to be really mindful.
You do.
You got to pick and choose. I feel I'm just going to go with my answer that I think your coworkers matter in that decision.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think you should get some feedback if someone who seems like they've got some dating prowess, like, hey, does this regular like me?
Right.
Maybe get some intel. Totally. You have to do it high school style.
Yeah, exactly. Pass notes. Like, hey, do you like me? Yes or no?
Yeah.
On the receipt.
Yeah. Yeah. Does David like me? David might like you.
Yeah.
But you don't want to screw up the regular situation. I wish I could give you a straight answer on that, Chad.
I know it's a complicated one, man. Because you could,
and it should be approached with the care that a complicated scenario deserves.
Totally.
Man, I wish we had a bigger takeaway.
I know, dude. I mean,
takeaway from the whole conversation. We want to introduce it. This is one of the biggest, juiciest things that we could talk about, and we wanted to bring it up.
Yeah.
And we're going to need some help.
We're going
to need some help talking about this topic.
And we're going to need to hear from you, man. Like, tell us if oh, dude, I've been in a relationship for 30 years and I've been in the industry. I agree with y'all. It's really hard. Just give us some feedback on your thoughts.
We've barely introduced some of the bigger things that we can talk about on Who the Fuck Closed Last Night. And this is one of the big, juicy things that we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
Dating in the restaurant and service industry is huge, and we gotta cover it. We gotta fully flesh it out. But I think that we're out of time to cover it today. Mm-hmm. And we hope you had fun hearing me and Chad just throw shit around about it.
Yeah, I had a good time.
I had a blast.
Me too. Yeah.
The post note. Anyone who's dealt with dating me or Chad, sorry.
Seriously. Very sorry.
Kind of.
Some of y'all not so sorry.
Some of us.
Some of you, you're welcome.
Our bad. We're not. If you're listening and tuned in, I want everyone to remain anonymous. And if you create any drama, fuck you.
Fuck.
All right. We're just talking. We're talking big topics.
Just trying to figure your life out, dude.
So, thanks for listening. We'll catch you on the next one.
Love you.
Bye, baby. All right. That's it for tonight's therapy session disguised as a podcast. We talked love, dating, and all the bad choices that make good stories. If your love life's a cocktail, I hope it's at least top shelf. But if it's well liquor, hey, we've all been there. Make sure you hit follow, tell a friend, and maybe don't text your ex after this episode. This is Who the Fuck Closed Last Night.